wrong one. I'm out of practice. It's coffee time. Press the wrong button. Yeah, I read the Daily Mail online, so you don't have to. It's just nearly 25 years since the death of Princess Diana, and boy, everyone's hitting it. There are documentaries coming at you left, right and centre on the TV. There are features in, like I say, on the Daily Mail online, but we won't be covering that. What's happening? It's just, I don't know, the world's falling apart, isn't it? We're talking about strike action. Apparently rubbish is piling up in the streets of Edinburgh. No one noticed that. No one noticed because the Edinburgh Festival's on. No one's gone, this is normal. Let's have a look at some rubbish piling up in Edinburgh. There we go. That's normal for Edinburgh, isn't it? It's like, oh look, here's a good one. Let's see. Isn't that a Tracy Emin art installation? So yeah, it's the summer of discontent apparently. You've got rail workers striking, refuse collection in Edinburgh, the Post, barristers I think are trying to get voting to go out on strike. It's like it's the end of the world. But what they have been talking about is all the brown stuff, effluent, being pumped into the sea because no, the narrative they're pushing is because we left the EU, but it isn't. It's because all our utilities are privately owned and they need to make a profit for the shareholders. What you're seeing in the water industry is similar to what's happening in the energy industry, in that profit trumps everything. And this is Thatcher's legacy. We're going to talk about Mrs. Thatcher, going back to the 80s. This is Thatcher's legacy, because we don't need to be part of the EU to improve our own water standards or have a sensible energy strategy. We need to renationalise our utilities. I'm going to keep saying that until everybody agrees with me, because privatisation hasn't worked. They privatised our education system, didn't they? Tony Blair did it, and look where that's got us. More students are unhappy with their degree results and are taking action against universities, because when you put a monetary value on anything, disappointment happens. Disappointment. So yeah, basically we're all doomed. We're all doomed. Meanwhile, the port unions are walking out in Felixstowe. Hooray! This is good, isn't it? So yeah, that's fun. Meanwhile, they reckon that popularity of Putin is waning, and they reckon that they might be turning on him over the Ukraine conflict, which is interesting because the daughter of one of his former advisors was blown up in a terrorism attack. Terrible thing. It was aimed for him, but he got his daughter instead. And they're not sure whether it was Ukraine or maybe someone close to Putin that's behind it. They're still investigating it, but there we go. They've actually got footage of the explosion and the father, visibly upset again. There we go. Meanwhile, did you know that working from home has fueled a surge in... Does anyone guess? Working from home fueled a surge in, I don't know, buying pyjamas because people are working in their pyjamas? No. I don't know, comfy chairs. Laptops because people like to sit and watch daytime TV while they're working? No. I wonder what it's fueled. All together now, and there's a lovely image which we're going to say. Working from home has fueled a rise in porn addiction, and that's the image that the Daily Mail are running with there. There we go. Yeah, apparently Britons are grappling with porn addiction. That's not all they're grappling with, is it? Ping. That's not all they're grappling with. Some remote workers are now watching up to 14 hours of porn a day. It must get boring, mustn't it? It's a bit boring. This is the report from the Laurel Centre in London, which is the largest sex and porn addiction clinic in Britain. I haven't got them on speed dial. It's okay. Said that because people are just a few clicks away from casual porn, people have become addicts, and working from home has made it even worse. The centre has seen 740 porn addicts in the first 6 months of 2022, compared to 950 for the whole of 2019. So, yeah. And therapists spend around 600 hours a month helping people get over their addiction. There you go. That's a story. That's a story for you. What else we got? Oh, here we go. This is court news. This is Bernie Ecclestone. Bernie Ecclestone's 91. He's the ex-Formula 1 boss. And he's up in court because he didn't declare 400 million quid of assets, which he was, was just resting in his account in Singapore. And he's up in court at the moment. Again, thing is Ecclestone these days resembles more of a Jerry Anderson villain. Who remembers Jerry Anderson? Thunderbirds, yeah, doesn't he? I'm sure someone's got their hand up his back. But yeah, so remember, don't hide your assets. It's just. Yeah, so the Treasury announced a really weird scheme the other day. The missus mentioned it to me, and I was like, "What?" Yeah, the Treasury have come up with this plan that GPs can write prescriptions for cheaper energy bills. I mean, I don't know how do you get from a GP to energy? But apparently, yeah. This radical proposal, again, there's some real fucking wonky thinking going on in our government, and again, both sides of the floor. I've got to point fingers at both sides. People could consult their GPs for an assessment whether they need a discount for heating their homes. How is this a doctor's responsibility? It makes no sense. But yeah, this has been firmly rejected by both patients and doctors. Dennis Reed, director of Silver Voices, told that this is just a crazy idea that would just block up GP appointments. Of course it would be, because people would panic. He said if people in their desperation see a possibility of getting a discount through the GP, then they're going to. And there are going to be millions of extra appointments made. And the BMA said that it completely rejects the policy, arguing it's an unacceptable addition to GP workloads. I mean, it's just bonkers, really. The government needs to take a hold of the energy industry, which is completely out of control. And Ofgem is a completely useless regulatory body. It doesn't serve anyone other than the energy the energy regulator shouldn't actually be hand in hand with the providers, because this is what happens. They're supposed to be looking after our interests, and that isn't happening. And it's bonkers. Joined up thinking, that's what we need, but we've not seen that in a long time in this country. Not for about 20 years. Ryan Reynolds, he's a film star. He's been in like Deadpool and stuff like that, and that other film that he's in. He's loved by everyone. Here he is. And he's become even more lovable Well, what did he do? Well, not only is he half owner of Wrexham Football Club with Rob McKenny, I always mangle his name. He recommended an Indian bawdy house in Cheshire as the best in the world, or best in Europe. Sorry, he recommended. He posted a picture of their menu on his Instagram account to his 44 million followers. And he said that the Light of India bawdy house in Ellesmere Port said that it's just fantastic, and here it is. Here's the thing. See, best Indian food in Europe. I can zoom in, and yeah, you can. And I imagine that they've been overwhelmed with orders. And there's a picture of it there next to the credit union and the Ellesmere Port Glass and Glazing. Again, he's obviously, after watching Wrexham play, gonna sneeze. I feel like I've got a sneeze coming on. He's obviously gone round the corner with Rob for a quick curry. What do you reckon? I reckon so too. But yeah, it's all right, isn't it? That's all right. Oh dear. What else have we got? Is there any funny stories? No, there ain't. Oh, there was the new House of the Dragon was on. It was on at 2 a.m. But we'll talk about that in a different video. But they're talking about that. Yeah. Martin Clunes. I hit Martin Clunes in the face with a toilet door once. He was talking in an interview, and they asked him about reviving men behaving badly, and because he appeared in it with Neil Morrissey. Originally, it was Harry Enfield was his partner in that. But yeah, in an interview with Saga magazine, Saga magazine's for old age pensioners. Mind you, he's 60 now. Here is Martin Clunes, like I said, and he probably I thought the dog was going to be sick then. There was a strange noise. Dog cam. Where is the dog cam gone? Have we got dog cam? Is she okay? Maybe we can get. She did a very strange belch then. Did the microphone and the camera pick that belch up? It was like, anyway, he probably remembers me. He goes, oh yeah, that Darren Rock nearly hit me in the face with a toilet door. But anyway, he said that you couldn't make men behaving badly now because it would be too raw for today's audience. Yeah, too spicy. Again, it was about, a couple of fellas who like to drink too much and chase women, and it was a bit daft. And yeah, he's probably right. Everything's banned, isn't it? Everything's banned. But Jesse Eisenberg, he's an actor. Yeah, he is an actor. And this is a very strange story. Here he is. That's Jesse Eisenberg. He always tends to play. He was in, was it The Social Network? And he played Zuckerberg. And he was in. I actually saw this interview that he gave. He was being interviewed, and he said he's got a new role where he's playing Sasquatch Bigfoot. Right? Do we have a picture of Bigfoot? Yes, we do. Again, here he is. There he is. There. He's thinking they should get Jesse Eisenberg to play me in a movie. But yeah, the 38-year-old was talking to Variety, and I saw the interview on their, I guess it might have been their Facebook page, and he says, yeah, I'm going to be playing Sasquatch. It's going to be full makeup, full body hair, no lines. I grunt, but no lines. I'm so looking forward to this. Okay. Do you remember? Have you seen? Is it Tenacious D? Isn't Jack Black has a dream where he's Sasquatch? He should be in it too. But there you go. Look forward to seeing that one. Yeah? No? Okay then. This is an interesting story. This makes you love Tony Blair even more. Now, there was a massive scandal involving the post office. The IT system, I think it's called the Horizon IT system, that the post office ran, which their postmasters were using, was completely, utterly unfit for purpose. It contained bugs that made the postmasters look as if they were embezzling money, that they were stealing money, right? Again, for those who aren't familiar, the post office in the UK, they have postmasters who are often franchise holders, so they're like responsible for, you know, everything that happens in their post office shops, you know. And this software made many people look like thieves. Some went to prison over it. Something like 700 postmasters were wrongfully convicted, some of them going to jail. I know a couple of them committed suicide over it. And this was a scandal between the year 2000 and 2015, where they were accused of stealing from their own tills. But guess what? Tony Blair, let's have a look at him. Here he is. Just in case you see him, you can like cross the street. Knew about this system, and apparently he knew of the flaws in the system, but signed it off. Yeah, Tony Blair gave the order to build the computer system at the heart of the post office IT scandal, despite being warned it was increasingly flawed. This is a new report that's out, and well, I'm not surprised at that. Yep, a report that was passed to the Daily Mail claims to show that Mr. Blair pushed ahead despite being given an option to renegotiate or cancel the Horizon contract. The report author, Eleanor Sheikh, who's campaigned for Horizon victims, says Tony Blair made a decision on more than one occasion. In 1998, he gave his authorization to extend the project, and he made a decision to go ahead. One has to understand who put this nightmare in place and who set off the trajectory of disaster. And you know, this is what I go on to say. I mean, I condemn the Tories and I condemn the Labour Party as well. I don't think any of them are fit to tell us what to do with our lives. We need politicians who hold our interests at heart. And Tony Blair didn't. Again, probably trying to save a few bob on the contract. Yeah. Meanwhile, this is Lincoln Police. There was a Pride Festival. Do you know there's always Pride Festivals? I'm going to say it again. Did you know that in the month of July it was Disability Pride Month? Did you go to any festivals or events? Did you see anything in the press or newspapers or TV or anyone other than myself mention it? No, you didn't. But yeah, there was a Pride Festival in Lincoln. And the police decided to do the Macarena. Now I did tweet this. If you follow me on Twitter, I did a little skit again. Oi, Perkins! The bank is being robbed. Scramble the tactical Macarena squad. Well, I thought it was funny. It translates better on Twitter than. See, doesn't. Yeah. Well, you know. I mean, they say in the headline, "Fury at woke Lincoln Police." They're just having a bit of fun. As long as there isn't a guy being off camera being beaten up or you know, some old granny being robbed, you know, and they're dancing, this is all right. You know, this is okay. I don't think they were doing it all day. You know, just being part of, was it community relations? You know, but very handy if they're trying to distract burglars, I imagine. But I don't think anyone's. Is anyone furious? It's like those things when the police go in to get some dinner, you know, going to McDonald's, and people are furious because they're on duty and they grab a burger. Furious. Yeah. Everyone's furious. Where are we? Oh, there you go. This is some interesting items that were pulled from a World War II Nazi U-boat. It was actually sunk by an RAF bomber in 1945. And these items were found in storage. The U-boat was raised in 1993 and taken to Birkenhead, Liverpool, where it went on display. But some of the items, the artefacts, were put into storage, and here we have a Mauser 1910 pistol, getting a bit rusty, and here's the U-boat itself. It's in pretty good nick considering it being sunk, isn't it? And yeah, they found a keyboard from an Enigma machine, which must have obviously been inside. And here's the internals. I'm going to sneeze. I've been holding that sleaze the entire time. And so yeah, you have the internals of the U-boat. Fascinating stuff, isn't it? And here's a packet of cigarettes. Some glasses. And most importantly, condoms. Because, you know, when you're under the sea, you need that added protection. No? Okay then. Okay. And talking of more preserved wonders, we're going to Norway. This is in the, oh god, this is a mangled one. Jotunheimen Mountains. Norwegian watchers, I apologise, but yeah, explorers were up in the mountains, which is in Inlandet County, and yeah, they found a perfectly preserved arrow. Here she is holding the arrow. You can tell she's really pleased with her find. Yeah, that's archaeologist May Tove Smitheth, and they reckon that the arrow dates back to the 6th century AD. There it is. Wow. So yeah, it's 1,500 years old, and they found it in a melting patch of ice. See, global warming, there are some benefits. We get to find artifacts. The drought is having an effect on badgers. Apparently badger populations are plunging, and we do have a picture of a badger just in case you forget what they look like. Here they are. Yeah, the badger population's plunging because of the drought, and it's not because they've not got access to water, it's because the ground is too hard and they can't dig for their food, because they eat worms and bugs and creepy crawlies in the ground, and they use their big claws to do that. And they reckon that yeah, the badger population are basically starving to death because they can't get access to earthworms. So yeah, we've got GCSE results this week. I reckon boys are likely to get more lower results than girls because they spend too much time playing on their PlayStations during COVID lockdown. I'm talking to you. He's Xbox though. Xbox. I do try and make them, both of them, read. I do. It's not my fault. I'm a terrible parent. Meanwhile, remember, all lives matter, especially if you're in America. Look at this. Look at this guy getting a beating. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it again. 1. Another one. Remember, all lives matter. Got to be careful because this will be clipped. But no, police brutality. They don't care what colour you are in America, whether you're black, white, or otherwise. This is Crawford County Sheriff Jimmy Dementi. He had to issue a statement. That's not him there, but he stated that 2 county deputies will be suspended during the course of Arkansas State Police investigation into the incident, because this fellow, he was pinned to the ground and, well, had the 9 shades of Shinola beaten out of him. He'd been accused of threatening a gas station worker, but yeah, the police sorted him out. You know, gave him a friendly clip round the ear. Yeah, this is the state of his face when they'd finished with him. See, this is the thing. They always get caught out because the mugshots afterwards. He's got his face. But yeah. But yeah, so watch out. They don't. The American police are equal opportunity beaters. They don't care what colour you are. They'll beat you up. Meanwhile, this is it's a video. It's a video clip. Let me just put this into another browser because you know our Safari doesn't like the Daily Mail website. But yeah, this is a video of Dale Shrewsbury. He's a Florida man, excellent, and we have some excellent video footage here of him being chased. If I can put it up, let me just get this clip going in. Upsetting images. But he's being chased by the police. Right? It's like Grand Theft Auto, isn't it? Right? And then the dog bites him on the bum. Hey, yeah. He got they crashed into him, and there was police. I mean, obviously, I don't think that's the whole thing, but they're going through forests and picket fences and the lot. It was quite a significant chase as they went through the city of Akula and into Marion County. And this is the picture of he looks like a Florida man. Yeah, but it only finished when the police dog bit him on the arse. And this is a better still image of the dog. Go on, Rover. Tastes like human butt, says Rover. And yeah, they got him. Oops. We love Florida, man. They never let us down. They never let us down. Meanwhile, here's a picture of actor Tom Hollander. Not Tom Holland. I always wished it was Tom Hollander who was cast in Spider-Man. And I'm surprised somebody never deep faked that. But here he is walking along with he's walking past a guy. This is probably one of the perfect pictures ever captured. They don't know each other. Tom Holland's just walking past, and yeah, this guy's a giant compared to him, and he's looking at him as if he's. I don't know if you recognise him. I think he's thinking. Ain't you the guy from Spider-Man? But no, Tom Hollander was in a great comedy show called Rev, and he was in The Night Manager and loads of things. He's a very successful actor, but they caught just the right picture then, didn't they? That was a great snapshot. Anyway, I think I've done enough damage. I feel like I've done enough damage, so we'll see if there's any real people in the chat room. I doubt it. 365 Days of Progress is 14. Read a book. They look quite similar indeed. Well, again, you've got to read a book. Got to read. Everyone's got to read, haven't they? G-Man's in. G-Man's a hero. G-Man deserves a medal because he revealed. He's you, isn't it? I haven't got you mixed up with somebody else, but G-Man revealed his alter ego, and he shouldn't have a spanner. He should have a medal. G-Man is a bona fide hero. But I won't say any more. But anyway, thank you for watching. That's been the news. I did that for the missus. Did you enjoy it? Did you like the bit with the police dog and it bit him on the bum? That was really funny, wasn't it? And like I say, I've been slowly killing the channel, one video at a time. And I'm off to do House of Dragon review. After this, I'm going to record that and upload it. But this has been the news, because I know you're going to love my thoughts on that. And yeah, I'll catch you all again soon. Thank you for watching. My name is Darren Locke. This has been coffee time. You better drink it up. Oh yeah. Ta-da.